Hello everyone, welcome to another section of my tutorial. So in this section I'm going to talk about file system inside Flutter. That's the first one I'm going to talk about, and second part I'm going to explain how Flutter works, and I'm going to draw out the picture, and then we will start the Flutter app. After I explain you about the Flutter, how it works inside the picture, I will basically delete all the code inside here and start from scratch together, so you get the main idea of each line of the code, how it works. Okay, and then I'm going to teach you how to design the interface a bit in Flutter. So let's get started. And so as you can see, after you run the Flutter create, the Flutter framework will give you all of this file, but the main file that we are going to work on is lib, and inside lib we are going to work on this main dot. Okay, so basically I'm not going deep about all the whole structure. I'll explain one by one when we reach the part of it. So in here you can see in the main dot file we get a bunch of code that the default Flutter gives us, but I'll explain how each of these work. So then I'll just delete all the stuff here, and let's start from scratch together. So everything is widget inside Flutter. Why am I saying that? Let's head into the documentation file of Flutter. Here's documentation. You see widget catalog, which is everything inside Flutter is widget. Everything inside Flutter is widget. So we're gonna choose layout, because and go to layout. You see there's a lot of component that we can read about, and for designing our Flutter UI. So in here I will just start with the basic app. Why are we import this packet Flutter material.dart inside? This is the important part, because we are using material.dart, because material.dart is the UI of Flutter workflow. So I'm going to explain you inside this draw.io. Main reason that we are importing this part inside, because we are using material app. Well, in material app, everything is inside this material app, and after that material app we have scaffold or whatever widget you want to use as your own purpose. Since I'm going to use scaffold, and if you want to know about scaffold, I'll link it in the description to Flutter documentation how to use scaffold. So in scaffold, briefly, we have app bar, color of the background, and more. And then the important part here is the body, because body mostly contain the content of your app. So yeah, let's translate this picture or graph into code. Let's do that. Okay, as you can see, void main. Well, void main is the main things that Flutter gonna call when it first run your app. And inside this main, we're gonna call a function called run app. It's easy. Run app is a function that run your whole app. Okay, so in here we're gonna include our material app inside here, since that's what we're gonna use here. So here's semicolon to get rid of the error, and inside material.app is home, and inside home we call scaffold, and inside scaffold is an app bar, and app bar we call app bar, and then inside app bar we have widget called title type, which type is text, and that type is, let's say, my first app bar. Okay, so under this is body, as I mentioned, the important part. So inside body I don't want to contain anything so complicated yet, so I just call center. Oops, sorry, center, and in center there's a child, and inside that child there's a text type, is my body content. Okay, so as you can see, these are the code that I'm translating from this. Oh, but I forgot the color. Okay, let's put some background color. Okay, background. Oops. So background color is inside scaffold. Okay, background colors dot yellow. Yeah, yellow is my favorite color. Okay, and then we're gonna connect the Flutter with our stimulator. Okay, so since I connected with my stimulator, I'm going to call Flutter run. So when you call Flutter run, well, the app will run by itself. Okay, so I'll pause the video and come back when it's done. As you can see here, and then here's your app, as you can see. Okay, so here's your app. See the body, we put it here yellow. As you can see, it translated over here. Let me put it here. Okay, and this is the app bar. The title, my first app bar, is here. Okay, so I'll explain you here a bit. In body we have center. There's two type in Flutter. There's two type of view in Flutter. We call it single view and multi-view. In single view we have center and more. I'll list here. Let's go to the documentation. There's a single view and the single view here, the single child layouts and multi-child layout. Okay, so in single child layout, single mean one. Okay, so as you can see here, center is one of them. So center is a single layout. So what if you want to put more text inside here? What do you if you want to put more text inside here, you will need to use here, click here, multi-child layout. So in multi-child layout we have most used it is column and row. So as you can see, column is a vertical direction layout, and row is a horizontal direction layout. So let's try to use column inside here. Okay, so we type column. Okay, so so in here, have you noticed this light bulb sign, which means we have a syntax error, as you can see. So when you click here, you change to whenever we have syntax error and the light bulb pop up, which is they try to suggest something to us. So we click here, change this to children, convert it to children. Okay, so which is children is a plurals of child, so you can put more element inside here. So contact 1 and then content 1, content 2, and then you hard reload by pressing shift R. Hard reload is R, and to hard restart is shift R. The difference between hard reload and hard restart is hard reload is they only check the element that we are changing in particular part inside the code, but to hard restart is to restart the whole app. Okay, so that's the difference. So in here, as you can see, here's the text that content 1 and then content 2. See, we can put more elements inside our body. Okay, so let's try row. Okay, wait, let's try row. Okay, again, then we reload again. Still the same. And then press. See the difference between row and column. You see, this is row and the last one is column. So here's we talking about text. We're talking about only text. What if you want to include some image inside your app? Okay, so if you want to include some image inside your app, you must change this one. Let's do the single child layout again. Let me use center. Okay, center, and then you will need to go to the documentation. Just type Flutter, Flutter image asset. I'll explain that there's two ways to include image inside Flutter. There's image asset and image network. Okay, so by those names, they tell us clear about the purpose of each asset. Mean we're using something local, meaning we're using some image from our machine. Okay, and image network is we're using something from online. So for now, just wanna you read the documentation through it. I'll list that in the description below. Okay, so in here I'll just copy the code and come here and child and paste this inside. Okay, image network, and let's hot reload the app. I mean hot restart the app, since we changed a bunch of code inside. Okay, let's see our app. Okay, you see the computer picture appear inside here. So if you want to download this computer image and then put inside and then try to use image asset, we also can do that. Let me open this link. Let me download the image. Okay, image is downloaded, and I'll just copy it inside our file. Okay, so I need to create another folder named images, and then I'll drag and drop it inside here. Okay, wait, let me do it this way. Okay, copy and then go here and basically just copy the image inside the image folder of your project and rename this to image. Okay, image.jpg. So I'll introduce you to the file that enable you to work with the image asset inside your computer is popspec.yaml. Well, inside popspec.yaml is file where it tell the Flutter is like what path or what packet of your app is using. Well, you might not understand what I'm saying now. I'll tell you later when we learn about the packet and more. So in here, if you scroll down, you see the asset image here. You uncomment this part, and then you can type here. The file is image.png jpg. Let's type the path, give the path to the popspec.yaml to enable it to know where it is. And one more thing about popspec.yaml, the spacing inside the popspec.yaml is important. If you're missing a space also, it will get error. Okay, so let's try to use the image asset inside our app. So in here just say asset, and here we put the path of our image. Here images.jpg. Okay, yes, another restart on our app, and see, same picture. Wait, I think I typed something wrong. Okay, see, I misspelled its image. Okay, so let's restart again. Let hot start again. See, it tell me that I misspelled the path that I gave it to the Flutter. You see it here. Okay, so when I correct my path, you see the same image as I used the network and asset is the same. So that's how we include our picture inside our app. And so let's comment out this background. We don't need it anymore. Just want to be the default background is white. Here I will draw a graph for you again to make you understand how it works inside here, because it's I think it's a lot of code for you. Okay, so inside material app we have home as scaffold, and inside scaffold we have app bar, as you can see here, and we remove the color already, so we just delete it there. And then we have body. So inside our body we contain a center. That center has a child, which is image child as an image, so we can just, so here inside the body we contain image. Yeah, as you can see inside the chart, as you can see inside material.app we have home as scaffold, and inside that home we have app bar, which is here, as you can see the app bar, and then inside the body, which is everything after the app bar, which is the yellow part, is we have image inside it, and that image contains center. So here center is a parent of image, so you can see here, that's why the image is in the center. Okay, so yep, I hope you understand how it works in this graph, and let's create the app that mostly the app that I think you already heard of it, iEnrich app. Have you heard of it? If you don't, it's just an app with a picture of diamond, and that time people start crazy to be crazy and download the app. And well, let's try and build those apps together. Okay, so in iEnrich app we need to change our app bar, which is here, to iEnrich. Okay, so just change it to iEnrich. iEnrich. Okay, and then you need to download any image, go inside the internet. You can go and download any image to put it here. Diamond PNG image. Okay, so I just googled it and take the image, link you guys to the Google document so you guys can read through it, and I also will push the code inside GitHub so you guys can clone my code to learn this image. I will save it inside my download file, and I'll just copy inside the image folder that I introduced to my pubspec.yaml file. So we just need to go and copy, just rename this diamond. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have two images inside here. So I'll tell you a trick that to use inside the popspec.yml file. Inside here, you don't need to put the full path to the to your image. You just put the file that contains your image. So you just put image slash here is a must, because that slash is lead to the image that you have. So inside here, just well, rename this into, just copy the name here. Okay, copy this into our main. Okay, just paste it here. And I think we also need to change the background dark gray. I think it's fit with the diamond color. So in here, I just name this to blue gray. Run again. So here's our app, but see here is not matched with the background, so we want this to look clean. So I'm going to edit the background of the app bar also. I'll just copy the up here. Just copy and then paste this here, and okay, and then rerun the app. And may take some time here. So here's our app. See, it looks cleaner and nicer inside here. So I'm going to end this video here, because a lot of stuff you guys need to learn from since this whole video. I will also upload this draw.io file inside my GitHub as image file, so you guys can access it, open it, and see it. Okay, so that's all for me today. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Peace.